Hello dear students, welcome back again to Chinmoy's biology channel. So this is your final lesson for respiratory system. Till now we have already discussed about what is respiration, what is the structure of respiratory system in humans, about the breathing mechanism. We have discussed about the when does a person's breathing rate increase, or in what is hypoxia, what is asphyxiation. So all we have discussed in the previous episodes. Please go through them. If you have not yet gone through them, I am putting the link in the description box. Please go through it, and then today's episode you can understand properly. So let's get started with lung capacities, which is today's new episode. So what are the learning objectives of today's lesson? So by the end of today's lesson, we will be knowing what is tidal volume, what is a residual volume, what is inspiratory reserve volume, what is expiratory reserve volume, what is dead air space, alveolar air, and vital capacity. So these are very important because in your exams also you'll be getting definitions, what is tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, this, and also you should know each and individual with a clear idea of everything. So let us get started. So before starting, please do subscribe to my channel so that you get to know more about this lesson. Not only this lesson, many other lessons which I am teaching as per your curriculum, and I'll be doing the revision also with each and every lesson. So stay tuned, stay updated, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started with today's episode. Now first one, we will deal with what is tidal volume. So what is tidal volume? This is the total amount of air breathed in and breathed out in non-normal unforced breathing. So suppose you are just breathing in and breathing out normally. So your normal breathing, now you just follow this this graph. So this is the tidal volume. So normal inhalation and exhalation. So this is the normal inhalation and exhalation. This is the tidal volume. So what amount of tidal volume is there in a healthy person? So it is about 500 ml. So the normal amount of tidal volume is 500 ml in a normal individual. So this is tidal volume. So we are discussing about lung volumes and lung capacity. So this is tidal volume, a type of volume which is the total amount of air breathed in and breathed out in normal unforced breathing. Now next comes residual volume. So this is also another volume. Residual volume, as the name suggests, residual means the remaining or the air left in the lungs even after a forceful breathing out in the residual volume is the residual volume of the air in our lungs. So after forceful breathing, so this breathing, if you are doing forcefully, after normal expiration, so till normal respiration expiration, it was still this one. So after normal expiration, this part which is forcefully breathed out, so that part is called the residual volume, and this residual volume is 1500 ml. The volume is 1500 ml. So what is the amount of residual volume in adult human? That is approximately 1500 ml. Is it clear? Now the next one. Now comes the inspiratory reserve volume. So the maximum air that can be breathed in forcibly and above the tidal volume is called the complemented air or inspiratory reserve volume. So till this one, it was your normal air, right? So you breathed in and breathed out. So breathing in, it was normally till here. Okay, so if you are breathing more than normal, if you are forcefully breathing above this normal inspiration, it is called inspiratory reserve volume, or you can say it complemented air. So what is the amount of inspiratory reserve volume? So the amount is 13,000 ml. So this amount of air is measured as the volume of inspiratory reserve volume in an adult human being or an healthy human being. Next comes expiratory reserve volume. So what is it? Expiratory reserve volume. So the maximum air that can be breathed out forcefully after an ordinary or normal expiration is called supplemented. That previous one was complemented air or inspiratory reserve volume, and this one is supplemented air or expiratory reserve volume. So it is about 1000 ml. Okay, so it's the supplemented air or inspiratory reserve volume, the previous slide, and this is the supplemented air or expiratory reserve volume, and it is about 1000 ml. Is it clear to everyone? Now just to see this diagram, see this chart. Till this was the expiration volume. So after that, if you are forcefully expiring, So this forceful expiration is called the expiratory reserve volume. Is it clear? If you are inspiring till this one in the previous one, after that the volume you are inspiring is called the inspiratory reserve volume. It is very easy. So it is called the complemented air, and the amount of air expired after the expiration is called the expiratory reserve volume, and the amount is 1000 ml. Now next comes the dead air space. So what is dead air space? So the air remaining in the respiratory passage is called the dead air space. So after inspiration, after expiration, there is some amount of air that is present in the lungs. So that amount is 150 ml. It is very less. Though it is very less, it is also called the dead air space. Okay, so is it clear? So it is called the dead air space. Now next comes the alveolar air. So what is the alveolar air? It is the tidal air in the alveoli or the air sacs. So what is it? The tidal air which is present in the alveoli, as the name suggests, is the alveolar air, and it is about 350 ml. So these terms, if you are referring to these lung volumes and capacities chart and then you are reading these terms, it will be easier. Though this alveolar air and dead space, they are not in this chart. We can't mention it in this chart because those are not volumes and capacities. These are a bit different. So the dead air is we can say that the dead air space is the amount of air remaining in the in the respiratory passage. And this is the alveolar air, which is the tidal air in alveoli. It is about 350 ml. Okay, now let us move on to the next one. So what is vital capacity? Vital capacity is the maximum volume of air that can be taken in and taken out by maximum inspiration and expiration. So you can see that vital capacity, maximum inspiration, here it's maximum inspiration, it's taken in, and it's taken in maximum inspiration and maximum expiration. So this total will be vital capacity. So what is vital capacity? It is the maximum volume of air that can be taken in and taken out by maximum inspiration and expiration. So vital capacity on average is 4500 ml. So the amount of air which is inhaled and exhaled in maximum amount, that is called 4500 ml. So it's an average about 4500 ml. The vital capacity is generally greater in following cases. Now males when compared to females, adults when compared to children. So vital capacity in males will be more. Vital capacity in adults will always be more than compared to children. Fit people when compared to unfit people. Is it clear? So fit people when compared to unfit people, males when compared to females, and adults when compared to children. So this is the vital capacity. So fit people will always have a more vital capacity than unfit people. So the vital capacity average is about 4500 ml. Now the last one we will see what is there. So the last one is the total lung capacity. So what is the total lung capacity? It is the maximum air that is contained in both the lungs of a normal person at any time. So at any time, whatever amount in your lungs is present, the volume of that air is called the total lung capacity, and it is about 6000 ml. Now vital capacity is vital capacity, that is 4500 ml, plus residual air, that is 1500 ml, is the total lung capacity. So these are all the volumes and capacities, and this episode is completed in this part only. So let us again revise what all we have studied in today's lesson. We have studied about the tidal volume, we have studied about inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume, vital capacity, total lung capacity, residual volume, and we have learnt about the alveolar air and the dead space in the amount of air which is present in the respiratory tract in a normal condition. After forceful expiration also is the dead air space. So these all we have learned today. So this is all for today's episode, and I'll be coming with few more experiments on this respiratory system in the next episode. So till then, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share it with your friends. If you want to know more regarding this lesson or any other lesson, you need to subscribe, as you will be getting the updates whenever I'm posting it in your system. So stay tuned, stay updated, and if you're having any queries, please do write in my comment box. Thank you.